Before anybody else believes in your dream, you have to believe in yourself. When the whole world is against you, do you still believe in that dream? Are you prepared to go against all odds to get it? Are you? Welcome to the Comma Club.
Welcome back to the Comma Club. On this episode, we want to talk about your business checklist, a set of things that you should have if you're thinking about going into business or even already started a business and kind of don't know where to go. I'm going to be sharing a checklist with you of things that you may want to have just to have yourself in order so that you put yourself in the best position to have much success and even to expand in the future. So before we begin, though, I do want to show a small clip of one of my businesses. Here, I do have some merchandise from a basketball team that I own, the East Chicago Cowboys. We actually play in the American Basketball Association. I'm the owner, so it's just one of the businesses that I own. We specialize in giving players an atmosphere and an environment where they can get better. And hopes to go and get a contract to play overseas in one of those leagues. So, but before we start the business checklist, just a small clip, and we'll be right back. All right, so today, what we're going to talk about on the Comma Club is your business checklist. So the first thing you want to do is when you're thinking about going into business, you want to make sure you're going into business with something that you're passionate about. I don't care what it is. Even if people don't think it's going to sell, even if you may not think it'll sell, your passion most times will sell that. So I want you to do something that you're passionate about and write your ideas down. Those things that you are passionate about and you write down will help you formulate a business plan. We're not going to go into too much of a business plan today because I want to get detailed in that, so we're going to do that on a separate show. But I want you to do something that you're passionate about, and I want you to write down your ideas, and that will start to form your business plan. The next thing you have to do is raise capital. I know people come up with an idea a lot of times, even myself, we come up with the idea and we just want to go forward. But I wouldn't be doing you honest if I told you that that idea could move forward without the capital. So I believe that you should work a job and save your money. Your friends might be going out. You may want the latest sneakers. You may want to go out to the club and spend money. You may want to buy these clothes. You may want to take this trip. But any seasoned entrepreneur will tell you that entrepreneurship does come with sacrifice. So a lot of times while my friends are out partying or my friends are out taking trips or even weddings, I can't make them because I may be at work. I may be at work so that I can keep my dream alive at the end of the day. So it'll come a time where I'm taking trips. It'll come a time where I'm buying the shoes and things like that. But right now, when I'm super dead focused and laser focused on my goal, which is to move my business forward, I still work a job to this day, even though I have these other business ventures. So, I don't care if you're working at McDonald's. I don't care if you're, a janitor. Stay laser focused. No matter what nobody say, that job has a higher purpose, and that purpose is to save capital for your business because you're going to need capital to run a business.
Let's be honest. Your business is more than a hobby. It's your dream job, sharing what you love with those who love what you do, and where customers' highest satisfaction is your only bottom line. Let's be honest. Your business is more than just brick and mortar. It's the foundation for futures unfolding, where your employees' livelihood is in your hands and you do everything you can to give them a fair shake. Let's be honest. Your business is more than a risk. It's a reward for decades of hard work, where 9 to 5 doesn't exist. And even when the sign outside says closed, you're still looking for new ways to open the door.
So next, what you should do is decide what type of business entity you want to pursue. So you have sole proprietorship, you have LLC, or you also have some sort of corporation. You should do your homework and decide which one is best for you. Every person is different. It depends on where you want to go with your business plan, but you should decide on which business entity you would like to pursue. So what I will say is if you do pursue your business entity as a sole proprietor, everything to do with the business is attached to you personally. So what that means is you use your social security number on things. So you have no protection from any liabilities of the business. And depending on what type of business you have, you may not want that. But like I say again, you know, you want to do your research and do what's best for your business and what you think is best for you as well. But you want to have some sort of protection and you want to separate your personal and your business. And an LLC or some sort of corporation will help you do that. All right. And then the next thing you want to do is get a EIN number. EIN number. That is a employer identification number. And you get that from the actual IRS. You can go on irs.gov. This is actually free of charge. You just have to do it between their hours of operation, but they give it to you free of charge. So, and the reason you need that, one, it separates you from a sole proprietor. It actually makes you a business. You want to let the government know that you are really in business. So it's a way for you to pay your taxes, but it also separates you from that sole proprietor, which makes you a real business, which goes into my next point. You're gonna need a business account. So you need that EIN number in order to get a business account. The reason this is important is because, so you don't want to commingle your funds. If you are filling out paperwork or you're looking to get a loan or a grant, they're gonna want to see your income report. So they want to see the income coming in and the expenses going out. And that's how you'll be able to get those. But if you commingle your funds and they ask you for your bank account and you give them a personal bank account, they're not going to approve you for that loan. They're not going to approve you for that grant because you're operating as a person. You're a sole proprietor. So that's why I said you may not want to do the sole proprietor. Whether you want to do LLC or a corporation, that's on you to decide which one kind of works best for you. But you do not want to commingle the two. You want to keep your personal business and your business separate. And that includes with, most importantly, the money portion of it. So you want to get that business bank account and you need that employer identification number to get that. The next thing you want to make sure you do, depending on what type of business you're going into, what type of business you open, licensing and permits. You wouldn't believe how many times I go into a business. For example, I went into a storefront before. They had all the inventory. They had all the mannequins. They had, you know, very nice clothes. They had a storefront right on a busy street here in Chicago, and they were getting business coming in and out. But I look around, and they don't have any permits for the space that they're operating out of. And to be honest, that's just setting yourself up for failure because the government or the city officials can come in and shut your business down at any time because you don't have the proper paperwork to be occupying that space as a business entity. So if you're going to do business, you have to think about in the future. What if your business is making $100,000, But if you don't have a business bank account to show that, it's like you made nothing. Or if I come in and you don't have a permit to occupy this space or a license in whatever field that you're going into, then we're going to shut you down, and now you don't have a business. Now your dream is crushed and you have to start all over. So why would you want to put yourself through that? Next, here now in the world of digital content, you want to have a website. First impression is everything, and most times the first impression for your business is going to be a website. So depending on what type of business, think about it like this. You want to use this as a first part of your marketing. Make yourself look good. If I'm a photographer, I'm going to take my best pictures and I'm going to put my best pictures on my website, so that when you go to my website, you say, wow, this guy really takes some good pictures, and you're going to give me a call, or you're going to send me an email. Or no matter what business it is, you want to make sure that your website looks good. You want to make sure that it's consistent, and you want to leave your contact information so that people can get in contact with you, so that you move your business forward and they can also find your services easy. But without a website, if you don't have a website in the year 2021 going in 2022, then you're not a real business. And then lastly, you want to make sure that you market and you brand yourself. So if I'm going to a basketball event or I'm going to scout some people, I wear my basketball paraphernalia. I have shooter shirts, I have sweaters, I have t-shirts, I have different colors of shirts, I have jackets, I have everything, so that when I'm going out and somebody says, what's that? I'm able to promote my business myself. I'm able to send them to my website. They can buy these or whatever the case may be, but I'm making you aware. You want to make sure that your business has brand awareness. So whether that's a flyer, whether that's a business card, you want to make sure you have money to do those things. And you want to make sure that you have money to do those things. So once again, it goes back to make sure you have a job. It's hard to be creative when you're hungry. I'm not going to lie to you. It's hard to be creative when you're hungry. It's hard to get business cards and move your business forward when you don't have the money to get those things done. So when you first start in business, you may have to work harder than you imagine. A lot of people go into business and they think, I can quit my job and just work my business full time. And that's just not true, in my opinion. Other people may disagree, but that's just not true. You want to make sure that you have some capital. And yes, you're going to have to work harder, not easier. You chose the hard path. Entrepreneurship is not the easy way, but if you do it correctly, it can be the most lucrative thing you've ever done. So with that being said, my name is Joshua McClinton. This is the Comma Club. We thank you guys for coming in. If you have any questions about anything that you heard today, you can contact me at my personal email below. I can answer any questions that you may have, and I can also help you with your checklist. But thank you for tuning in to the Comma Club. Like, subscribe, share, and tune in. See you guys. Entrepreneurship is our main topic, but every story is different and unique. If you are a business person who would like to share your story, we want to hear from you. You never know who you might inspire to change the world. Contact me at the email address below, and let's connect sooner than later.